final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bruins will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, the give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Finds his man, it's Sanders. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down, it's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
I don't really have the words to describe this eloquently. I just know that he's going the wrong way.
The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Using his legs, it's Thomas. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
He's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Forced out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off-play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mayava. It's caught. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool, it's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell, not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Lemon. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a mid-season quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he is going to put up Heisman numbers.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here we go. They're going to run it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Steps away. The throw. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the...
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? A little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Look out, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking downfield, it's Iyamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Bruins will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick completion on the out. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up.
Turning it on. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page and getting the first down.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Mayava. The short hands, it's Sanders. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. Slithers into space. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Thomas. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, this ain't good for the offense. When you get down close to the goal line, you don't want to be going backwards. They can't sustain more negative plays.
Man, what a huge play from this defense. Everything looked bleak. Now they've completely flipped this situation around, put the offense a little bit behind the 8 ball.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Pulls it in. It's Lemon. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He slings it deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin.
Touchdown, USC! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter.
Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mayava. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Finding an escape route. There he goes. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got...
Holds it in on the left. Turning on the Jets. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, looking for a space. Gets it out quickly. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Now, 4th down.
facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. But at least you got the party started.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They are penned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. From the gun, the ground game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Matthews. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Turning it on. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
28, USC, 14.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give out of the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Bruins stretch out that lead, and they look like a team ready to ring the victory bell.
I think momentum's a real thing when UCLA and USC play each other, but that Bruins touchdown here in the second half, it's giving them a lot of life, David.
Yeah, and it's getting them excited, the fans excited. They know what this rivalry means. They know what a win will mean, and they know they can ring that victory bell.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Mayava. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Makes the grab. It's Lemon. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Mayava. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Strachan. Oh, he's got some space. The inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the UCLA offense will take over 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Quick pass on the fly motion. running to Green. There he goes. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Past the 50. At the 30. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And here they come, almost all the way back. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Iyamaleava, extending the play. He'll pull it down, and he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there, what do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Might as well give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dragged down to the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. This isn't the only victory bell in college football, but it is the one that weighs nearly 300 pounds. And this season, it will find its home in Westwood as UCLA takes down USC. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.